Mahomes makes his first start at quarterback and maybe an audition for the future.
What a run! Touchdown, Taysom Hill!
Drew Brees is a tremendous mentor.
I'm gonna take what's mine on mine.
Drew Brees does make it bad against the Chiefs on Sunday.
I'm taking over.
Every one of you, man, we put it in. We sacrificed.
Don't stand in my way.
Hour number 2 of NFL Game Day Morning presented by Lowe's. We put the home in home team. Kurt is putting the home in Green Bay right there. He'll be calling the Steelers and Bengals on Westwood One for Monday Night Football. A very busy Week 15 for Kurt Warner, sitting on Packers Cam, essentially, for NFL Game Day Morning. Rich Eisen, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Irvin, all of us here in studio as Drew Brees is coming back from multiple rib injuries, fractures. Actually, the first report came out about how many ribs he broke. Made me look up how many ribs a human being actually has. Now, a month later, he's back. And Taysom Hill did very well in his place, winning 3 of 4 games that he started in place of Brees. And you could see the numbers, obviously. Brees with better passing numbers, as you'd expect. The guy has every single passing record you can think of coming into this game. So Kurt Warner, they making the right.
Do they have, Rich?
I don't know. I forgot.
Research.
Oh, okay.
It's like 20 some odd. I think he broke half of them. It's true.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, but I've got to be honest with you. That was, you know, the science questions. I know I'm dating myself by bringing up Trivial Pursuit. I always whiffed on those. I was better at sports than entertainment. But this is not why people tune into NFL Game Day Morning. Kurt, are the Saints making the right decision today based on your knowledge of rib injuries and coming back and being 40, all sorts of stuff? Kurt, take it away.
Well, you know, for me, guys, is that, you know, we hear about, as you're talking about, Rich, all the ribs that were broken. And in my mind, I think to myself, well, there's no way he can be healthy this quickly with all the injuries that he had. But that, to me, becomes the real caveat here, is that you heard this week them say he's healthy. And if he is fully healthy, then yes, he belongs as a starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. It is that simple. Every player will tell you, as soon as I'm healthy, fully healthy, can't re-injure myself based on what the doctors say, I am back out there the next day. And I believe that's what the Saints are saying. They believe he's healthy. So right when he gets healthy, Mooch, he is inserted back as the starter for the New Orleans Saints, and they want to get on a run here before the playoffs.
Yeah, a couple of boxes have to be checked. First, does Drew Brees feel well enough to throw without pain, maybe take some hits with a flak jacket? Quarterbacks wear a jacket. People, there are 24 ribs in the human body, okay? He only broke 11 of them. That's not even half, all right? Play ball.
I told you, I'm not good at math.
You know, if they weren't healed and if he didn't feel well and if the doctors didn't approve him and sign off on this, he wouldn't be playing. And the punctured lung is healed too, evidently. It's the Saints' best chance to win also, right? This could be his last year. These guys are the number 2 seed. Play ball. I mean, Michael Thomas is not playing. This would, if Drew Brees didn't play, this would be like the Packers not playing Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. I mean, what kind of chance do you have to win? So he feels well enough. They think he can go and play well. Play ball.
But let me give you the importance of it when you walk in that locker room and understand that how all this transpired, because you heard the report. Hey, Drew Brees was working out. He called Sean and said, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Dude, you got to understand. And Drew Brees more than anybody, and that's what's great about him, he owes something to his teammates. He see his guys out there battling, trying to make sure they get to ultimate prize. The reality is they don't want to lose. They want to try to hold on to home field advantage. Green Bay, that game last night, nobody said anything about it. Aaron Jones outrushed had more yards running than Aaron Rodgers had throwing because something with that cold weather. Those other teams don't want to go to Green Bay. So he's like, I got to try to get back now. I owe this to my guys. I want to compete against Patrick Mahomes. I want to be out there and have that battle against him. So yes, he's supposed to be out there. This will lift the whole team to see the commitment he's had here. This man is set for life. He don't have to risk anything, but he's doing it for his football team. That's the big part that everybody has to catch.
Well, that is the big part, Irv, but the reality is also that you can feel great when you're out in your backyard or you're in the stadium throwing a football. It's different when somebody's landing on you and you're taking those hits, and that's something that you can't prepare for because here's the big thing. He's going to give a lift to this team But you also look at the opposite. And if he's rushed back and he comes back too early and he injures this again, how that's going to deflate this team that was riding so high and feeling so good as they were entering the playoffs.
And you'll see this when, I guarantee you, watch the protection of Drew Brees today. Watch that offensive line. Watch the protection. That's what I'm talking about, the commitment they'll make back to him. Just watch it. I guarantee it.
And while we're keeping it real, Steve, did you ask NFL Network researcher Ben McWilliams how many ribs there are in a human body? Did you ask that question?
No.
Yes.
I think that might be the first time, Ben, you've ever looked up web. All right, there's Kurt Warner looming above us from Green Bay, where he called the Packers winning the back end of the Saturday doubleheader in Week 15. That is Steve Mariucci. That's Michael Irvin at the end of the set. He's dressed like the sun here on Sunday.
Yes. Sunday.
Oh, it's game day morning. Go ahead. Oh, you were okay. No, we're off camera. We're still knuckling up.
We are.
We know what they want to do now. This December ball, this playoff ball. Every play count.
It's in our hands, then we gotta go take it.
They feeling good, like I should.
Sprints to the right side. He's throwing it long.
He's got Tyreek Hill over the shoulder.
Hey, all day, baby.
Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Ball is out, picked up by Chase Young. 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Atop the Week 15 marquee in the Superdome, Drew Brees coming back from broken ribs just in time for the rampaging top of the AFC Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs in the Superdome. The Bucs trying to get to the Super Bowl in their home stadium, but it is Atlanta standing in their way. Big NFC South tilt. And then in the AFC East that the Buffalo Bills clinched last night in sunny, happy holidays, Miami Gardens. Patriots v. Dolphins, part of a very busy Sunday. 8 early window games, 8 of them, including 49ers and Cowboys, Ravens and Jaguars. Then in the afternoon, you've got the Eagles and the Cardinals, Jets and Rams in that aforementioned Chiefs-Saints game before the Browns and the Giants on Sunday Night Football, a flex game on NBC. I am Rich Eisen. Again, that's Steve Mariucci. That is Michael Irvin. That is Kurt Warner looming above us all as he called again Green Bay, hosting Carolina last night. And
good job on the game,
yeah,
buddy.
good job. Well done, Kurt. We missed you being in our meeting yesterday in person. Well, actually, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's roll tape. Roll tape. He was part of the meeting yesterday. Pardon me. Oh, we're not rolling tape.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Whose is that?
Oh, Rich. I see, Rich. Rich, Rich. That's why you were confused.
Yeah, I was confused.
The trophy
I thought we were
was
going
in
to
the
highlights,
room.
and instead we were. I must have skipped over this part of the rundown.
Look at that.
Well, it's because the producers egged me into choosing the Bengals against your Cowboys last week and let you choose the Jets first every week. It's all a bunch of malarkey, to use the phrase of 2020. But we have tape. I'm band-aided as host of this show to throw to.
Oh, my God. I love
Family, they have gotten an AFC championship in Western New York again for the first time since 1995. The Chiefs are the 1 seed right now. Even if they lose in Kansas City, in New Orleans, and Pittsburgh wins on Monday, they still have a half game better conference record at the moment than Pittsburgh. So they're going to be the 1 seed no matter what happens today. But obviously for Pittsburgh fans, they will be rooting for New Orleans, which comes into today's game as the 2 seed in the NFC. And that's how we start Sunday storylines with Kurt Warner still looming from Green Bay. We'll get to you in a second. Steve, you're first here. What do you have?
Okay, well, Sunday storylines. All right. You know what? There is a coaching chess match going on today in New Orleans, Irv, between Andy Reid and Sean Payton. These guys are in the history of the NFL. They're the #1 and #2 head coaches with their team, with one team, in scoring offense. Both of these guys are the only coaches that score over 27 points a game. And you know what? That's amazing in the history of football. And the other thing is they serve as their own offensive coordinator. Some of the other coaches have somebody do that for them. These guys are play callers, offensive coordinators for the most part, and boy, exciting offenses. They're going to play against each other today, and Drew Brees is coming back. It's going to be a heck of a game.
Yeah, Mooch, I'm excited about that one as well. But I'm going to go down memory lane a little bit and look at the Battle of the Birds. The Cardinals and the Eagles. State Farm Stadium takes me back to 2008 NFC Championship game. But when we look at this match,